Hello everyone, and once again we are back on an online learning, and let's begin. And the first chapter of English literature of standard 7. First of all, you tell me, why do we study literature? What is literature? What is the need of literature? Literature allows a person to step back in time and learn about life on the earth from the ones who walked before us. We get to know more about something from others' point of view, from others' eyes, what the person who wrote the particular literature piece of work had the thinking, what was the social cultural background. We get the opportunity to peep into the past, or the way the life was spent at that time. We can gather a better understanding of culture and have a greater appreciation of them. So literature is important in order to improve our understanding of the society. And literature, what is it? Is a creative imagination also. Literature is a creative imagination. Now, this chapter is Monkey Trouble, written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a renowned. Let me clear the screen. Ruskin Bond is the renowned Indian author. He is Indian author, but have you seen him? He looks like British. So his origin is British. Means his parents were British. So let's begin the chapter. And I must tell, his nature lover, and his writing is very popular, and he has been awarded with Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri. So let's begin. Pre-reading task. What is this pre-reading task? Whenever we think of an animal or a bird, particular quality comes to our mind. Pick up appropriate qualities from the box given and write them opposite the names of the animals or birds given. Surely enough, when we talk of dove, the dove is the peace. It gives the message of peace, that is gentle. Dog, when we talk of dog, he is always a faithful animal. Dog is a faithful animal. Fox, always cunning. You must have heard of the story of many, the cunningness of fox. Parrot is imitate. It imitates, and it is talkative. Means it talks a lot. It has the ability to talk. Monkey is again. Monkey has the ability to mimic. So, and also it is a very mischievous. So this is mischievous animal. Why do you think street entertainer? What is street entertainer? You must have seen the people, the street people who entertains and earn money. So you must have seen a person who shows some tricks with the monkey. They are called street entertainer. Okay. So to other household pets like cats and dog. What do you think? Why do street entertainer only prefer monkeys, but they do not go for cat or the dogs? There must be some quality in monkey that makes it an entertainer. Let's find out what is there in this story. The chapter's name is Monkey Trouble. It means it is related to trouble caused by monkey. Let's see. Grandfather bought tutu from street entertainer for the sum of 10 rupees. Now this story is, narrator is telling the story. It means Ruskin Bond himself is narrating the story, the incidents that happened when he was young. So when grandfather is here, it means he is grandfather of Ruskin Bond. So and what is the trait? His grandfather. One character is grandfather, another character is Ruskin. Let's find out. And the one more character is monkey, and its name is his grandfather. He is this is Ruskin Bond, and this is tutu. So let's see. From a street entertainer for the sum of 10 rupees. Street, who entertains on the street? Yes, street entertainer. Street entertainer. For the sum of 10 rupees, the man had 3 monkeys. Tutu was the smallest but the most mischievous. Mischievous means the most naughty one, troublesome, most very naughty. Mischievous means very naughty, or who troubles a lot. She was tied up most of the time. The little monkey looked so miserable, unhappy. Miserable means unhappy and poor, unhappy. Miserable means with a collar and chain that grandfather decided it would be much happier in our home. Definitely, when this monkey was tied up all the time, it is quite clear that he must not be happy, or she must not be happy. Let's find out. It's the here she. It means the monkey is a female monkey. Tutu is a female monkey with a collar. The little monkey looked so miserable, means so unhappy and poor, with a collar and chain that grandfather decided it would be much happier in our home. Grandfather had a weakness for keeping unusual pets. You know what? Generally, what we keep as pet. Generally, we keep dogs or cats, or maybe sometimes we go for parrot. But grandfather has weakness for keeping unusual, means not so ordinary. Unusual, that is not usual. It was the habit that at the age of 8 or 9, it was the habit that I, at the age of 8 or 9, used to encourage, means support. Encourage means this was the habit Ruskin liked very much and encouraged. Grandfather at first, grandmother, when grandfather did not ask anybody whether to bring the monkey home or not. He simply bought the monkey by paying rupees 10, and when he brought the monkey home, grandmother at first objected, means she has disagreement, she did not approve, she opposed, she opposed. She did not like it, she did not like the idea of keeping the monkey as pet. To having a monkey in the house, you have enough pet. There's many pets. Grandfather has many pets, So she said, "You have enough pets as it is," she said, referring to grandfather's goat, several white mice, and a small tortoise. Now, see what unusual. Goat is okay, but mice, it is unusual. Tortoise, it's unusual. They were keeping all these pets, and grandmother was very much annoyed with this habit of her husband, that is grandfather. "But I don't have any," I said. Tutu said, "But I don't have any." "You are wicked enough for 2 monkeys," grandmother said, referring to Ruskin. That "you are wicked" means very naughty, mischievous. Again, it means wicked means very mischievous. Okay, enough for 2 monkeys. "One boy in the house is all I can take," means this lady, grandmother, was already very much annoyed, overburdened by these many pets and one Ruskin who was very naughty. So she said, "One boy in the house is all I can take." But Tutu isn't a boy," said grandfather triumphantly. "Tutu isn't a boy," said grandfather triumphantly. Triumphantly means in a winning style. He has a good logic, and he has the full confidence. He had the full confidence that this is the ultimate reasoning that will win away his argument. "This is little girl monkey," means the monkey was she monkey. Grandmother gave in, means this is a phrase where it means that she agreed, she gave in. She had always wanted a little girl in the house. She believed girls were less troublesome than boys. Tutu was to prove her wrong. Let's see what happens. That Tutu is going to prove wrong, that she is less troublesome. Since she is a female monkey, she won't be a big trouble for the people around, the people in the house. She was pretty little monkey. Now see, she was a pretty little monkey. Her bright eyes sparkled, means shined with mischief, all naughtiness beneath deep set eyebrows. There's such the beauty, such the explanation, the beauty explanation of the little monkey. It means the little monkey is quite beautiful and attractive, and her, it is this, and her teeth, which were pearly white. Pearly means pearl, the white pearl, pearly white, were often revealed. Often means quite frequently. Revealed means show. Revealed means show off. Showed in a grin, means smile, broad smile. Grin means broad smile. Broad smile. That frightened means making people afraid, scared. Frightened means scared. S-C-A-R-E-D, scared. S-C-A-R-E-D. The wits out. Wits. So it's a deep set. Wits out. Wits out is a phrase. And what is phrase? Phrase, group of words. Phrase is group of words which has one meaning. It means wits out means extremely frightened, extremely afraid, scared. So this, because of its personality, Aunt Ruby, whose nerves had already suffered from the presence of grandfather, out of Aunt just wait were often revealed in a grin that frightened the wits out of Aunt Ruby. And there is another character, Aunt Ruby. So far we have, how many characters we have so far seen in this Monkey Trouble? First one is grandfather, the Bond himself, that is it. The story is in first person, himself is telling the story, that is that is Ruskin Bond. Next is Tutu, the she monkey. Next is grandmother. Now the next character is Aunt Ruby. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters have entered the story. So let's see what is the characteristic of what Aunt Ruby is here, what she is doing, what is her nature. So here Aunt Ruby, whose nerves, means she disliked this unusual habit of grandfather of keeping different kinds of pet. So just imagine, grandfather kept python in the house at Lucknow. When they were at the Lucknow house, grandfather kept python. But this was my grandfather house, and aunts and uncles had to put up. Again here is the phrase, yani put up. Put up means to tolerate. Put up means to tolerate, to keep up. If someone they do not have any options to walk out from it, so they have to put up with our pets. Means they have to stay with the pets if they want to stay there in grandparents' house. One day, Aunt Ruby took us all by surprise. She announced that she had become engaged. It means Aunt Ruby was not married, and perhaps she has crossed the marriageable age, and she always used to tell that she won't be marrying anybody. But one day she surprised everyone, because nobody was prepared to take that news that she will be marrying. She announced that she had become engaged. It means she has found someone whom she will marry. We had always thought that Aunt Ruby would never marry. Never means kabhi nahi. She had often means frequently said herself, but it means many a times Aunt Ruby has said that she will not marry. But it appeared that the right man had now come along, means has come to give company to Aunt Ruby in the person of Rocky Fernandes, a school teacher from Goa. Now let's see, another character has entered, that is Rocky Fernandes. This is RF, Rocky Fernandes. Rocky Fernandes, a school teacher from Goa. Rocky was a tall, firm-jawed, firm-jawed, good-natured man, means he was quite handsome man, very eligible man to get married, who visited the house quite often and brought me. Now see here one thing, the story is always narrated in past tense. So mind the tense while you are reading the story. Most of the sentences are in past tense, but when there is direct speech, then it is in present tense. Otherwise most of the verbs are in past tense. If the story is told, it is in past tense. And often brought me chocolates and cashew nuts, of which he seemed to have an unlimited, endless supply. Unlimited means endless, never ending. Endless supply. He taught me. Just see, teach, past tense, taught. Brought, bring, past tense, brought. These are all what kind of verb? Verb regular and irregular. You have studied in standard 6 verbs, two categories of verbs, that is regular and irregular verb. That is brought, taught. These are, but here approved. This is regular verb where ed is used, and this is brought, taught. This is irregular verb. Approved is regular verb, and these two are irregular verb where the spelling is changed. So let's continue. He also taught me several marching songs. Marching songs, the songs related to army. Naturally, I approved of Rocky. Aunt Ruby won my admiration for having made such a wise choice. If what does a child want? A child wants chocolate, cashew nuts, the love, affection. So all he was getting from Rocky Fernandes, to whom Aunt Ruby has chosen to marry. So Ruskin was very much happy with the choice of Aunt Ruby for having made such a wise choice. It was a wise choice, prudent choice. So let's stop here only. In the next class